Hi, welcome to Yarn Store Boutique. Well, we have been doing a lot of planning to see how we can still keep our community of knitters going along and still having the visuals of our friends, not our physical appearance, but your that I can see you physically, but not in person. I can talk to you. We've been doing some virtual knit-alongs, specifically on Wednesday evenings, Friday mornings, and Saturday mornings. But I would like to do a virtual knit-along, and it's called Stash Buster. And we are going to be knitting an Afghan with our leftover yarns. Because I don't know about, well, I've been knitting for about 30 years, so I really have quite a collection of yarn. And I noticed that I tend to collect colors that I like. So that's why it's easy to put these Afghans together so easily. I noticed I collect a lot of blacks, lots of black yarn, gray and black, lots of red yarn, lots of red, or cream color. Now I have two projects in mind that we're going to do, but we're going to start off with the Afghan. We can get you started on that, and then later there's a shawl that we may do that I think is really pretty that I've done. Now I have hosted this class before here in the store, and we made it a workshop like for all day. But I don't think we're going to do it as an all-day workshop in our virtual class. So I'm thinking the first day we will start this, I believe, is April 6th, and it's a Monday morning. And we will probably start at, I kind of like 9 o'clock in the morning, if y'all like that. Store's usually busy about that time, but I feel like we're not going to be really teaching face-to-face for a while now, just for safety's precaution and from what I'm hearing, but that could all change. So that's why I think starting 9 o'clock on Monday morning is good. Now for those of you that work and you want to participate in this, let me know via email, because you'll be getting this in an email, or you can email me at Dorsey, D-O-R-S-E-E, at yarnstoreboutique.com. If you want to see this video, it'll be on YouTube at Yarn Store Boutique, all one word, all lowercase, and you can just find this video there as well for future reference, because I probably will videotape the lessons that I'm doing and put them up on YouTube, so if you can't participate in the class. We're going to talk about colors, how to transition into colors. We're going to talk about the thickness of your yarn, what size needle to use. For this Afghan, though, I'm asking that you use a size 13 needle. All you have to know how to do is how to knit and how to purl. It's that simple. And then have colors that you like. And we talk about how we can determine the thickness that you need for the size 13 needle that you're using. You're also going to want a core yarn that is pulled all the way through, like a color that is consistent throughout. And it may not be, the weight doesn't have to be the same, but the color has to be the same. So I could have several blacks that are going through and then bring in new colors. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you want to participate in this starting on April 6th at 9 a.m. Monday morning, that you pull together colors that you have at home. Like I went through my storage unit today just specifically so I could get this started for y'all, and this is just some of the black and gray yarn that I found. It's a whole basket full. We actually probably need about 1,000 yards to make the Afghan, and that would be with the size 15 needle. So no, 13 needle. 13, sorry, take that back. 13 needle. And I always use like a 32-inch cable or something. I like the 13 needle. I think it's easier to get our different fibers together to get that width that we need when we're knitting on that size needle. But I also have another project after we get through with this Afghan, and it's going to be a beautiful shawl that we will use with leftover yarn as well, because I have this beautiful red that I can't wait to use in a shawl. So we're going to talk about that. Or should it be an Afghan? I just don't know. Maybe I have enough red to make an Afghan and a shawl. Now, there's also this book that's called Knitting Stash Busters, and it's little projects for little bits of yarn in it, which is here. We may tackle one of these over the next couple of weeks. These hearts are so cute. We could actually be planning ahead for next year, right? We could start planning our Christmas presents or birthday presents, things that we didn't have time to do before since we're not out shopping or running around. So if you're interested in participating in our knit along, knitting stash buster yarn, and I would say just a little clue for you while you're gathering your colors, because I'd like, and first time we meet, we may just talk about colors and the weights of your yarn and how we'll know to put them together. So, but just think in your mind the color that you have most dominant in your stash that you haven't used. Now, if you haven't used that yarn in 10 years, you probably aren't going to do the project with it that you intended on doing it. I'm realizing that I have more yarn than I could possibly ever knit up, and an Afghan is the best way to do it. So if you have any questions, you can call us at the store, 281-430-3770, or email me at Dorsey, D-O-R-S-E-E, at yarnstoreboutique.com. Thank you, and I just hope you have a great week and are able to love on the ones that you're with and do FaceTime with family members, whatever you're doing to just keep sane, right? Keep sane. But this is my way of communicating with my families. Bye. Thank you.